welcome back, everybody, to ISR Tuesday. And we'll get right into it. We have the ambient background noise of the jungle where we left off. But would anybody like to recap? I believe we were kind of starting beforehand, but I wanted to hold that.
Yeah.
So we had Brendan, who was not here, and also Era, who was not here, aka Arthur.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had fake Era.
Yeah, Conrad with the profile picture of Arthur.
And name.
And name.
Just everything.
Roll color.
Last time we flew to where we met Devin.
Devin.
Nip learned a little bit more about the convergence and the fact that his place is like hot spot for everything convergence related in his basement. Also got to learn of another ring location similar to that of Majora Tech without the tech people are Clan Liao trying to probe at it and open it. We got to see part of Deadvin's other timeline counterpart. Which timeline we know not. Then we also Uma also kinda hacked into his mainframe and got all the information he held.
Like good, trustworthy individuals.
And I don't think I've actually bothered looking at that in character. But yeah, so right now I think everyone is looking around the place.
Yeah,
Definitely.
You guys were looking around a little bit. I don't quite exactly remember specifically where exactly we left off, but I know that you guys were in the lab doing certain things, and I believe he'd come downstairs. Share his stuff on it. And you guys were just kind of perusing his stuff, his random junk, as there were these little fractal glitches kind of emanating anywhere or everywhere around there. I know that Uma ended up hacking into his database first and kind of distributing all the information to everybody. So he did that. And then additionally, you all kind of gathered a little bit more. There's also this little device sitting in that room that he kind of used using gray quantum to cause some convergence stuff to occur. And he also was visited by the Verge at one point.
Except he was lame and didn't talk to the Verge.
Yes, he does not like it. His statement is, "Do not trust the Verge." And then his other self stated, version. "Trust the Verge. Help it. Kill it." So what are you guys up to while you're sitting in here?
Well, there's not really anything Mark is interested in this place anymore.
Alright.
It's only that he's gotten to see some of the convergence effects already.
Yeah.
That's not new to him, so.
Yeah. Since you are all down here, I will have you roll a perception.
Ah, fiddlesticks.
Am I also here?
No, you're in the ship.
Oh, am I still passed out?
You're transparent, my friend.
That's right. Okay.
I'm gonna say that Nissa is also up in the ship, waiting with Era. You're kind of holding down the vessel while everybody, including JT, went down to the surface.
Oh yeah, we also learned that Era is being mentally hostage to Avix. He doesn't want to cause harm, as of yet.
Yep.
Poop.
Something that he is not aware of yet.
You said perception.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes. I need to pull Discord. I'm in the ISR chat. Good. 17.
So,
Jeez, Ari.
I will no longer be using my metal dice.
Why is that?
No.
It put a hole in one of my, like, drink cans, and it got everywhere.
Oh!
I
Was it like your
literally-
D4 or something? Like stabbed into it?
No, my D20 stabbed into it.
Really?
Why?
Interesting.
I was rolling my D20 on a table and it slipped off, and I had my lunchbox open, which had my, those Arizona teas that had the like half lemon, half tea
Yeah.
things. It was laying sideways in it, and I was like, okay, whatever. But I had my magic cards in there, so I was like, okay, not that big of a deal because it's closed. It was in a case, thankfully. Yeah, rolled it, slipped off, nicked the can, and opened it, and it got everywhere. I'm like, you're fucking kidding me. And
Wow.
Yeah, so no longer using the metal die.
Jeez.
Just do something has a little more plastic bounce to it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Wow.
fair. And I can imagine like a D4 because they're so sharp, but like a D20.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, D20. Out
I
of
guess
all
they got
things.
some heft to them too. So, all right. Well, I'm just gonna go off you guys' rolls. Ari alone notices this. Ari, you note that the device that he is using to kind of cause the anomaly to occur, the time glitches with the gray quantum that's sitting inside it, doesn't match any other aesthetic in the room. Doesn't look like it's manufactured by any company that you recognize either. Something you hadn't originally noticed is that it seems to be made of like a stone-like material.
The gate is made of stone. Would have come from the gate, possibly.
Are you asking him?
I don't know. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
He states, like, as he's kind of walking around, watching you all look around there, he goes, "Well, not exactly. It was actually on a planet around this area. We discovered it. We ended up putting it inside the base. Well, we built on top of a structure."
What is there any part of the structure that still remains?
You're looking at it. His
So
voice
only
went
that.
southern.
Yeah, the voice you just gave him gave me some wicked freaking Barnabas vibes.
Oh no.
Yep.
He's not Barnabas.
Yep. Yep. It did come across as Barnabas vibes.
I'll repair the voice. Sorry, it's been a week.
Oh, good.
Oh my gosh, but seriously.
He goes,
Alright, cool.
"Well, yeah, that's about it. It's the only piece left. I'm still southern." Was he southern? Was he
What
southern?
did you do with the other pieces? No, I don't
Oh.
think he was.
I don't know why I'm going.
So what did you do with those other pieces, Devron?
Know
the other
what?
pieces.
Or
They
Maybe this is another timeline him talking.
southern Devon. It was ancient and destroyed. We ended up just building on top of what seemed to be like a foundation, and then this was left.
fascinating. So did it naturally have the quantum in it, or
No,
did you just
no.
utilize?
I ordered that special.
Okay. So, huh. So I guess you've done a lot of
You know
experiments
what it
using
does?
gray quantum.
Well, I tested it. A couple times, but this was the most recent. Well, you already saw the recording, I'm sure.
Well. Do you have the
Excuse me.
coordinates for the place which this was found? Or was it here?
It was right over here.
We built on top
Oh.
of it. This is where this base came from.
Yes.
But
Ah, tell us how much I was
I
paying
can say,
attention.
I'm sure you all noticed, or at least some of you noticed. He's still southern. I can't break it. The gate is looking exactly here.
I noticed it was
Right.
rather peculiar. Do you have any idea as to what this artifact was used for?
This?
Yes.
Well,
Perhaps some form of a power source? Because I know that it does require
no. It's
a high energy power source.
it causes the gates require the catalyst. This causes a time rift in some way, shape, or form, but only in the central contained space. He's even more southern.
Fascinating.
Jeez, I can't break
Oh,
it.
dang, Dad.
Dang
You're gonna
it,
get better
Mike.
than that.
I don't. I
I don't
gotta,
know.
like,
I hang out too much around Southerners nowadays. Oh well.
By chance, could the person who created it use it to travel through time?
this
Yes.
this little thing? No,
You said it was part of a bigger structure at one point.
I said it was part of a bigger structure, but I didn't say.
That doesn't mean he knows what what the structure was
exactly.
for.
Yes, I'm not a god.
Because I mean, like you mentioned, he only found the ruins of it. So
Yes,
that's a
exactly.
shame. Was there any interesting machinery left?
No.
Or like anything that resembled anything?
Rubble
Huh.
and this.
Wow, that's impressive.
We had to
Do
make
you-
some modifications to it because it was, damaged. But we don't have the stone material, whatever it's called. Whatever it's called.
Is it fine if I like scan it to get an idea as to what its composition is or something along those lines? I mean, I'm sure you've already tried it before, but you
Yes. Go ahead.
I mean, if it's made of the same structure.
know. Wait, scan or
Are we-
examine?
A scan. You're
Scan,
rolling scan
okay.
to identify it, yeah.
Are we aware that it was the Matrix who built the rings like Majora?
Yes.
Okay. Just double checking that.
Well, that was pretty boring. I got a boring 11.
It identifies it
Well-
as the same material that the stone gates are made out of.
This means
Gee, we
anything.
knew that.
It also identifies it as the same material that the precursor ship was made out of, from like the one piece that came off of it and was recovered
Interesting.
before it went back into the gate.
That is actually interesting.
So what, did Matrix like figure out how to mine?
You asking him
That
how?
or
By the way, Matrix figured out how to use the stone stuff to make stuff.
No. This outdates all of us.
Oh, the rings too.
The gates, yes, the stone gates, including this one up here and these ones here, or this material here in the ship, all outdates anything that you know. Unless you've met a Galagosian, then
so do you think it
sometimes-
would be
I've recovered the correct state. He sounds the same now.
nice? Yep, that's true. I think
Well,
I think probably the same people who built the ship that had passed through the gate probably built these or used for travel. Because wasn't the design of the gate large enough for... Or,
The
well, I mean,
gates-
I forget what the
I don't know
gate
about
sizes
that.
differences were.
They're kilometers. They can fit Fellhammer ships like a pinky finger in a tire. I don't know. It's that big.
Yeah. But the ship that went through the portal, I forget, did it cause the... Was it so large that it caused the portal to break up, or... I forget how... What exactly
Which portal
happened?
are you talking about? I'm
Majora Tech.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
Majora
different
Tech,
gate.
yes.
I'm saying the ship that went through the gates, the stone gates. I'm not talking about your Majora Tech.
Okay, because
I'm talking about this piece of the fragment of the
you're
ship
referring to.
was part of the precursor ship that came through.
Actually, that means the precursors figured out how to make the stone gates. I'm assuming.
My assumption is, and maybe you guys are already kind of considering this, you guys have met the Verge. I think in some way, I know you said that you think that they are related in some way, and I refuted that, and I still refute that, because I don't think the Convergence and these stone rings and the precursors in any way relate. Well, I mean, they relate, but they don't relate in the way you think. I think that this is somehow in a way built to try and replicate the Verge. Because the Verge has been at his work for billions of years.
That is actually fascinating.
And you'd
Well, he
think,
does reside outside
if he's been
town.
around for billions of years, that means any past civilization's also seen him.
That is true. Are there any... is it fine if I do a real fast analysis of a knowledge base to try to find possible instances of a Verge having been there?
Been where?
Been recorded before the
what?
ones that we obviously know are obviously at the Verge, but like...
Possibilities of it appearing beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could roll knowledge.
Boring, I only have a 2 for knowledge.
Oof.
Okay, 11 again.
Okay, yeah. There's not much you're getting about it. You get the regular occurrences that you know of that are recent. And that's about it. No confirmed sightings otherwise. On the other hand, we're going to switch over to the ship that is in orbit. I guess it's more an atmosphere. It's just kind of orbiting above the station. Nissa, you're sitting there looking at your shield equipment and your other devices and such and kind of, fixing them up as you're resting there. And you're just looking down at Era, who is transparent on the floor and nobody can touch him. Era. You end up awakening back into the space of which I've kind of previously explained that this giant beast has welcomed you into.
Is he even listening?
I'm listening.
Oh.
I'm thinking about what to do. Is the beast close enough to touch?
No.
I don't know
but
what
it's
to do
close
then.
enough to look at. She is close enough to look at. The feminine voice that you heard in your head was definitely female.
Can I ask it what it's doing to me?
I am simply informing you.
Informing me of what?
The possibilities, she states. Oops, sorry. Strange noises. Okay, there we go.
Do you just talk in riddles? That your whole
No,
thing?
I am quite old, forgive me, she says. Your name?
Why don't you tell me your name?
My name
It's
is
proper
Moira.
manners to tell your name first.
Excuse
Sorry, what
me,
was her
not
name?
Moira.
Moira?
Mhm.
Like the Overwatch character?
Is that an Overwatch character? Moira?
I think so.
That was
Yeah.
more like
Thank you.
If I remember correctly, something like
Confirmation.
that. I forget the specifics.
Zach is confirmed. All right.
So what kind of possibilities are you talking about?
The possibilities of time and timelines, of which I can see through and you cannot.
So like parallel dimensions?
No, those are something different.
Okay. Why have you brought me here?
I've simply brought your mind here and part of your body. You have shifted out of line with the current state of your multiverse. We are within my realm now, if you wish to call it that. It's more of a prison than anything else.
I don't feel like you answered my question.
I didn't.
That was how you brought me there, not why you brought me here.
I brought you here to inform you of what lies ahead. Your allies are
Go
speaking
on.
to a deceived man. He has been through much, but not enough to truly understand. I don't think they quite understand the scope, and of which is what I am trying to inform you of. You understand as to what exactly this convergence is, right?
Kind of.
To what
Why
extent?
don't you explain
and
it
I
to
can
me?
fill in the gaps. She's kind of looming up over you at this point.
The
And she's actually
convergence is
starting
like
to
the
circle you.
that's where like the people from the other galaxy are coming, right? That's what the convergence is.
You ask her that, or you asking me that?
Asking you that because I feel
No.
like I should know what the convergence is already.
The
it's been a
convergence is
couple
the
months.
timelines that are like overlapping with one another. It's what happened at Majoritech, and like the gate when it opened, there was that ship that pulled through and broke through.
Okay. So yes, I do understand what the convergence is.
Do you understand that there are 4 parts to your timeline?
What does that mean?
There are 4 different pieces to a whole. 4 different timelines that are split apart and not quite whole.
I still don't understand what this has to do with me.
You are the
is
most impressionable, she states. And a good
All right.
choice.
So what do you want me to do then?
I wish to inform you, and then for you to tell your allies, and for them possibly to learn, and to not cause destruction where destruction is not needed. What is truly happening are 4 timelines mixing with one another until a final point. That point being the true convergence. Either the timelines survive, or it ceases to exist.
Will you let me out of here?
You're not here by force.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like I'm transparent on the ground right now.
Perhaps. To you, what I am doing to you is not forceful in nature. Your body simply accepted it. Something that you can pull yourself out of. Not quite at will.
Is this where I start blasting?
You actually, like, you look down at yourself, and you're wearing nothing except, like, your basic clothes.
At first, I thought this was gonna like turn out like those naked dreams people have.
Oh,
when they're,
with
in
like
upper space.
Holden, James Holden in The Expanse. Yeah. Oh no! You have none of your equipment on you.
I will do what you ask if you let me return to my body.
Yes. I simply wish to tell you that. And the Verge's plan is to complete the convergence and re-merge the timelines.
Remerge the timelines, huh?
Yes.
Consider it done. I'm the master at bringing timelines back together. You can trust
I'm
me, I
sure,
promise.
she says. I will let you return, but know that I will be watching all of you. From my prison, she states.
Okay.
You,
I will keep that in mind when I shower.
There's someone in prison watching me right now.
Oh man.
You feel your vision shift and fade, and then you sit up off of the ground, and your head kind of hurts. And there's a weird fog that you blink away. And the voice of Moira still echoes in your mind. Nissa is sitting there polishing his new blade, and he just kind of looks up and goes, "So Brendan,
What's up?
you see an era awaken from the floor."
Oh, lovely. I'm probably just gonna sit here and listen and just watch as he gets up.
Alright, it's really noisy. Give me a second.
No, you're good.
I apparently cannot roll my dice for the life of me. It's really embarrassing. They're all over the place. Yeah.
That aren't too bad. Hopefully.
They're just not being terribly consistent.
Dice are never consistent. Unless you're lucky.
Well, the rest of you down there, Dedvin comes up to you all as you're kind of still snooping around his place, and he goes, "Are you done?"
I've been done for a while. I've just
Good.
been watching these guys.
Is it fine if I go outside and explore?
I suppose there's some really interesting creatures out there. Don't get too far.
What types of creatures?
Big ones.
big ones.
Very descriptive. I love that.
Friendly or
No.
foe?
Foe.
Do you happen to have any records of? Sorry, this is kind of a question that I have on my mind. Do you have any records? I'm gonna try to persuade him here.
Mm-hmm.
So give me one sec. Should I? I'm good. Do you have any records of the building of the your structure here?
Well, persuasion.
Okay. Yay! A halfway decent roll. Okay, one moment here. I got a 19.
Ooh.
Nice. That's not what I was expecting to hear. I was expecting
Neither.
more around the mid-range.
Yes. I suppose I have some.
I would be interested in seeing it because I'm
Fine.
so curious about this old structure.
Fine, he says, and he sends over some data to you.
Thank you. I do appreciate it.
I'm sure you do.
I'm going to shoot. I'm gonna give him a little copy of the mixed timeline data. I'll say, here, thank you so much for your time and your hospitality. And I'll give him a copy of that data.
Yeah, I'm gonna just start.
You might find this fascinating.
I appreciate that in return. I actually have something that you guys could do for me, in fact, if you're willing.
That
Little
is-
payback.
Sure. What were you thinking of?
I have a package. Well, it's a delivery it was going to be sent to me. It's a little bit late. It's on the other side of the Interspace Tunnel project. If you are willing to get it for me, it's from an interesting group of folks, to say the least. Their technology is very, very different from ours, and I'm very interested in their technology. And it's a piece of their tech.
Would
Very
you
well.
be a little more specific as to what you mean by how they're different than us?
They use, for lack of better words, magic?
Maj.
Oh,
Yes. I'm surprised you knew that.
are
I've
you
heard
interested in their
stories.
blight dust? Or
I'm very interested in their runes, and the runes that they put on their armor.
can I roll to see my knowledge of the Majran?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of funny. I'm like, that just popped in my head once he said that. I was like, wait.
Space
Yeah.
wizards.
Yeah. Yep. that happened for me too. Yes. Okay. I got a 16 for knowledge, so I know
Okay.
decent.
You know, yeah,
That
you
was
know a bit.
reasonable.
You know that the Majran are a race of beings that use blight dust, as well as thermal combined with quantum. And it's all a mixture to kind of just sustain them. And then what they can do is pull the energy kind of from within themselves, and then those runes tie into what seems to be another dimension. And they can pull the energy from that and shoot it out using these magical runes on themselves. So they power the runes using themselves that open gates into other dimensions.
Sweet.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Can I
tell
roll
him that
knowledge on that as
it's.
well?
Huh?
Can I roll knowledge as well?
Well, before.
I'm gonna tell
and
him
if y'all
that
can
it's not
ruin it.
quite. Well, I'll wait for Ari. In case she rolls better than me, which she probably will. Thank you, Atlas.
Oh, we also had a fair bit of running with the Majran thanks to Peter. He's part of the Saturday group.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
My luck streak's probably gonna run out here soon.
We shall see.
But I'm gonna go ahead and accept the job before anyone else can like throw it
Deal.
out the window.
You're right. We should accept the job, even if we know what the answer to his question is. Because hey, at least we know somewhat what we're getting into.
Luck hasn't run out yet.
Oh no.
And actually, I'm pretty sure stories of the Captain
I'll put
Unfortunate
it in
is
the
probably
chat.
still around the system. Miss Unfortunate.
I'm waiting for it to pop up.
I'm absolutely waiting to go face palm.
No, nat 22.
Hey, hey, at least it wasn't a gnat though, so that's the only thing I'm happy about.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
All
It
right.
was a 19, so like it was close.
This close. All right, so you, you know a lot of what it is to know about the Majran, although of course not everything. But you know about the same. But I've already discussed that they use, these runes that use energy from other dimensions. And then you also know that their ships use these runes as well.
Okay.
Special Atlas perk.
If I rolled a bad roll, I was gonna try and pry whatever information I could out of Entaurus.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
That's amazing.
Know what? For the sake of this hilarity, we're gonna see how much Morak knows about Majin, just aside
Alright.
from their name.
Uma, would you happen to know anything about the Majran?
I'll roll for it.
If you would like to,
Don't
you
know if my
can.
knowledge.
Ah. It's a non-nat 20 for knowledge.
Dang.
I'm back, by the
Dang
way.
it!
Not
I'm like
nosy anymore.
stupid.
I find it funny how Morak, despite not even being anywhere close to these people, just knows this random information.
Yeah, it's like pops into his head.
I
like,
might have
huh.
to
We'll
not
say
even
he's got a
try.
gift from the gods.
Well,
Yeah.
I feel
The
like
creators.
Marak's kind of a scholarly person. He probably knows a
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I am. He is very
Especially the
Well,
scholarly.
a little
Majran
bit
are
about
kind of
everything.
spiritual themselves. So,
There we go.
That's true.
Yeah.
That would make sense too. Yep.
it would. Entaurus is a lab rat who doesn't really know a lot about other cultures, and he's kind of trying to experience it. So,
But it's like I knew about the feud between the two factions within our midst. And
yep. One.
now this.
You rolled a nat 1.
I might as well not. Yep.
Wow.
There's no going
The
back from
exact
that one,
opposite.
man.
Oh man, non-nat 22, nat 1. So you,
I know nothing.
yeah, you know the Majran by name only. You don't even know what they look like. You hardly care. They're organic.
Yeah.
So, all right, yeah, Morak, you know about the same as they do there.
Space wizards.
Yes.
But yes,
Very versatile space wizards that tend to fall in the more combat support group.
and somehow laughs against Fellhammer / Forgeborn.
Mm-hmm.
Name of Fellhammer. Thanks to Miss Unfortunate.
Yep. All right.
But
Yeah, so he goes, so you accept then?
yes.
Perfect.
Sure.
Can't wait. I'll stay here. You can deliver the stuff to me afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
What do we get in exchange for this?
Nothing.
We got knowledge from him. What more
That
do
is
you
true.
expect?
That is true.
He knows what's up. Avian friend is
I'm
very
going
smart.
to real fast venture off into the forest.
All right. You venture off. How far do you
I'm
venture
gonna-
off? It's thick.
I'm gonna venture off pretty far.
All right.
Because I'm determined to find these beasts.
Are you telling anybody where you're going?
Yeah, I am.
As
I'm
reference,
just
I don't know
gonna
if
say
anybody
I'm wandering
saw-
off into the
You tell.
forest.
Last episode's reference image was
Terrible
this.
idea.
So I don't know. This is just an example of like you can see the base there.
I
You
like
can see
that.
all the trees around there. Just as an FYI, that's kind of what you're looking at.
That's not terribly bad.
Deadvin.
I'm gonna tell.
No one.
Fudge. The only person here who I really can trust is Morak or Ari. So I'm gonna let them
Nezrin's
both
got
know
your
this.
she's got your heart, man. So
Yep. Yeah, I guess so, doesn't she?
The fact that you trust Morak, that's a surprise.
I mean,
We
Morak's a
forgot
pretty
to add
good
that in the
character.
recap,
He's a
by
good
the way.
character, so.
yeah, we kind of forgot
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
The fact that you kind of
So, I'm gonna-
wooed
You,
Entaurus.
yeah, you slithered your way
Should we
under
explain
his.
that to Brendan and
Oh
Era?
man.
So Brendan,
I'm gonna walk off into the forest.
Brendan and Arthur, she rolled such a good charisma and like a set of charisma against him that he ended up gaining a negative. It was an attribute, not negative attribute. It was a characteristic that made all of his rolls against Nezrin in -5. So
Currently, they're at -4 now because I
Yes.
rolled a
You resisted
cognitive
a
save,
little bit.
So.
yeah, but
So is this for only like bad things or
nope,
good things
just
too?
if she asks him questions and tries to
Anything.
resist anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Entaurus is having a little bit of a heart problem.
You love.
Quite funny how that kind of worked out. I think this is like the first time we've ever had characters do that to other characters.
Yeah, that was
people played.
beautiful.
I mean, we've had Josiah from the Saturday group do that to NPCs, but we've never had it against other players.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I rolled a 17 on my scan for animals.
you detect tons of animals. You detect tons of wildlife. And yes, you detect something very, very large.
Ooh, where is it?
Well, you kind of walk towards where the signal is, and you've informed
I'm gonna let
Nezrin.
them know.
How many people are?
Yeah.
Just everybody.
Just Nezrin and Morak, as well as
Okay.
JT, obviously, because JT's my teammate.
Yeah, JT's like, dude.
I'm gonna roll stealth, by the way, because I don't know what this creature is, and it's possibly hostile. So
Okay. You kind of walk towards it as you're rolling stealth there. Getting more stealthy as you're walking up. You notice there's a very large swamp that's now opened up in front of you. There's these trees hanging and looming over the top of it. And it's coming from in the swamp.
don't tell me we suddenly find Yoda.
A very big creature. Yoda steps out.
So I got a non-nat 20
Non-nat 20?
for stealth.
Yeah, you're doing pretty stealthy.
Okay, I'm gonna proceed to move closer to it, and I'm gonna roll perception.
All right.
Oh no! Don't tell me it's Sasquatch or Bigfoot. Or an Evix.
That would be my luck. It's a 17 for perception.
Okay. You kind of look down within it, and you see this shadow of something sitting down in the depths of this much deeper swamp than you expected previously. And you're kind of like you've stepped up to the edge of the swamp at this point. You're looking down.
Okay, this will be entertaining.
Oh dear.
Roll reflex save.
Oh, fudge, of course. reflex save is just the D4, the D6s, right?
No, plus d20.
Okay, D20. Got it.
If it's a defense save, then it's just the d6s.
That's the way. I like it. Okay, 23. Nat
23?
23.
Nat 23. All right, so you lean out further, and you notice the ground starts to give under your feet, and it starts to, peel off. And you step back and instantly jolt and, grab onto a tree branch behind you and yank yourself closer. You see it all kind of into the water, and then you see the water bubble for a moment in the rest of the swamp.
I'm gonna real fast. I'm gonna see if my AI caught it on video, and I'm going to see if I can play it back. That way, I can see what exactly it was. Should I roll systems?
I'm not gonna say you saw anything. It was just you just saw bubbles on the surface.
Okay.
You just
Right.
broke a part of the ground into the swamp, and it just. You can see looking back at you from the swamp as these multiple sets of eyes on this head kind of peer themselves out, and then it starts to rotate, and there's 4 eyes on each side, and they're all kind of individually looking at different directions.
Interesting. I'm going to notify RA, Morak, and JT of my new location. Specifically coordinates, and mention, oh, it's a nice swamp with 4-eyed creatures.
8-eyed.
8-eyed. My apologies. I'm going to roll scan on the life form that I've now properly located.
Okay. The head
Oh,
of
yeah,
which
don't
is
tell me.
in the very, very center of the bog. It's quite a ways away from you, but it's very large.
Big brain.
Ooh, 19.
19. All right, you scan it. It's not giving off an evic signal or anything like that. It's just a very big creature, whatever it is. It reminds you a bit of a squid, but not quite. It's a bit different, but it's got kind of the head shape of a squid, although it's in a different location, and it's got 8 eyes instead of 2, and it doesn't have any beak. It just has a large set of teeth that you can't quite see yet, and many, many arms.
Yay. Okay. Great to know. We found the Kraken. Large teeth indicates it probably likes eating things that need to be crunched up.
You're kind of standing there and watching as you have your hand on this branch, and you're being very quiet, and you still rolled your very good stealth. You kind of look off in the distance. You see something like a little creature kind of walking along the side of the bog. You see it's on the right side of its head. It just kind of its eyes peer over in that direction. Its other 4 eyes are still doing their own thing on the other side of the head. But you see these sets of tentacles come out on that side of the swamp, and then quickly grab it up and then drag it into the water, of which you hear no more from
Jeez.
it.
How large were the tentacles?
There
That
were
I was able
about
to see.
8 of them that you saw appear, and they were all about, I'd say, that big. But that's just the end
That
of
wide?
them that you saw, and then it grabbed and.
Okay.
Thick boys,
Okay, sounds
got
like
it.
fun. I'm gonna scan for any other
guys, I'll be
creatures
back.
around that
Alright.
are. Sounds good. I'm gonna scan for some other creatures out here
All right.
that are interesting. Not quite as large, but similar. I mean, not similar, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I got you.
Well, if this tells you anything, I got a nat 1.
Yeah, you're not scanning anything except this thing.
I guess it's that freaking large. It must block my scanners completely. I'm gonna try to move out to a different spot to get a better scan. Do I need to roll anything for this?
Roll stealth.
Please don't make us save your sorry butt.
Fudge. One sec here.
All right.
No, why are you saying that? I'm gonna see if I can't gain any avian friends around these parts.
Yeah, you're kind of just standing outside, and you hold up your arms for a moment, and a bird lands on your arm, like no prob, and it looks at you like, "You're a big of me."
You're a bigger me.
I want to see if I can communicate with it.
Roll.
I got a 7 on stealth.
Okay.
Son of a horse cap.
Hey, it would have been a 2.
This is already looking amazing, by the way.
That's good.
Yeah, this will be fun. $21.
21. All right. Yeah, you
Natural 21.
natural 21. You start chirping, and it
Nice,
starts. It
nice.
like kind of opens its eyes a little bit and starts chirping back to you.
So
You
we
kind of-
understand
you
each
have
other
You
then.
have a little bit of a conversation in bird, whatever bird it is. Yeah, it's a gorgeous like blues and purples on it. It's also got some greens on the back of its head and down its back, and it just kind of like it
I
just
like
kind of
this
hunkers
guy.
down on your arm.
I like him. I got a new friend.
He lifts up his wings, and you can see 2 sets of wings.
Ooh, even cooler.
He also, keeping with the theme of many eyes, he has 4 eyes. 2 on the side, 2 on the side. 2 of which are closed.
By chance in our miniature conversation, did I get a name?
Why'd you do this to me? Ask where he's from, too, huh? And his grandparents?
He exactly.
Hey,
Gotta get the deets.
His name is Nit. N-I-T.
I like it. Knit. I like him. I like Knit. This is awesome.
So, you rolled a 7. You start
Yes,
walking
I did.
away very carefully, and you kind of have your hand on that branch. You start kind of pulling yourself away, and it cracks, and you're like,
Oh, snap.
and you start breaking away further and faster, a little bit faster, and then crack onto something else, and crack, and you step onto a little creature. It kind of goes underneath your foot.
Can I roll perception real fast? Can I see
Uh,
anything that's trying to kill me, please?
Well, you would see something if you weren't. Yeah.
Okay,
you
well,
had the
I'm gonna
chance-
use my assault pack.
Which
I'm gonna use my assault pack and
you
check
have a
out 'cause
reaction.
I don't like this thing. I do have a reaction.
Okay, so you see these these tentacles just right out of the water. You see its body kind of shift forward. Use your reaction, just when you fly up into the sky. Roll acrobatics.
Agility. Oh, acrobatics. Okay, this will
Yeah.
be fun.
Yeah, you're in the air, man. You're in my realm too.
Normally,
So I'm gonna roll.
flight would be agility, but in his case, it's acrobatics.
Because
least
he's
as of right
avoiding
now.
stuff in the air.
Yeah, you're in a jungle. You're going straight up. Also, I probably should turn the jungle back on.
Welcome to the jungle.
Well, I got
Is it
14.
We'll go with this music.
Oh, lovely.
No.
14, alright. So you're going right straight up. You kind of dodge one of the branches that flies past you, and you're like, "Oh crap!" As you hit something else as you're on your way up, and you're kind of smacking through some trees. And you see this thing kind of like grabs onto a couple of the branches as it's like pulling itself up. This is massive body, and it's got all these little miniature tentacles on it, and these massive ones, as well as like these flaps that are just kind of blowing out steam. And it proceeds to wrap one of its tentacles around your leg and start pulling you back down.
Okay. One moment here. Let me think of what I could do.
And it's pulled you down fast. Welcome back, Ari.
I'm going to program a smart node to electrocute this thing.
All right. Just give me a quick explanation as to how you're going to do that, and then I'll let you do it.
So,
As you're like
what
being
I'm going
yanked
to do,
down.
Well, wait. So, chances are I probably have a little packet somewhere that's connected somehow mentally. So I'm going to program that, and then I'm going to grab one and just chuck it down at
Okay. You go.
So
You kind of like, and then you start
At the
like,
tentacle.
okay, and then you go like off of your hip or something, and then just chuck it down.
Yeah.
Roll accuracy.
Computer brain.
Roger.
See how well computer brain works here.
Would this be a combat roll?
No, you're not trying to deal damage. You're just trying to stun.
Okay.
it.
Okay.
And it's in water. Even better.
Oh, frick. Oh dear, I lost my d20 roll. I'm gonna have to re-roll that. Give me a sec. So, that winds up being a 15.
15. You matched him.
Yeah. Oh,
So,
but
you,
that means player
you
favorite.
chuck it down. Yes, it does. You chuck it down. You can see it tries to flick it, but ends up flicking it and then landing it closer to its body. It hits the water and goes and starts shooting out all these shocks from that one singular point. It's not massive, but it's enough to make it let go of you, let go of your leg, and kind of like shrivel up for a second and then expand back out. And then instantly starts like crawling out onto the land, just all of its limbs, it's kind of just like pulling itself through. And it slams through these trees, of which it pulls them apart. And it just goes
So,
at you.
well,
Oh,
that
I bet
must be
everyone heard
loud.
that.
Oh yeah, you've got your bird on your arm, and all of a sudden you hear into the distance, and you just hear a as he's
No, I'm still
sprinting.
probably in the air though.
Yeah, just
Can I activate my jetpack again?
yeah. I'm just gonna say you're just able to fly away from her at this point, but you're kind of flying off into the direction of your friends, and you're all kind of
Was
standing
I-
there outside the base.
Can I do some analysis though on like my leg, see how it like grabbed me and whatnot, like
It
that sort
twisted
of
up
stuff.
around
See if
your
it left
leg
anything
and
behind.
tightened around your just around your armor. It wasn't leaving anything there besides like mucus.
Okay, did it leave any like mucus? Okay, so it's just
Yeah.
plain mucus that it's got. Okay, nothing acidic. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna contact JT.
Well, as you hear this scream, JT is, of course, he's already there. He runs out and he's like, "What the heck was that?" And the bird just like grips onto your arm tighter with its little, its little talons, and it just kind of like, it just
Perfect
curls
spot
up a
in
little bit
music.
closer to you.
I'm just gonna
And you're all
reach
looking-
up and
Just like petting it a little bit. You see him fly out of the tree line as he's just going, and then all of a sudden the tree line just bursts open as this massive creature starts barreling through it.
JT, can you please contact your ship to take care of this
We
thing?
got a shuttle here!
We have a
Get in
shuttle.
the shuttle! Get in the shuttle! He
I'm not
goes,
even gonna bother with the walking
Uma,
factor.
Hera, shuttle!
Yeah, I'm not bothering with the walking factor. I'm just going.
Yeah, because you're kind of down on the floor. There's a landing pad further up, and you fly up, and you land up in front of the shuttle. Where's everybody else at? Let's roll initiative.
Oh, lovely.
Shoot. 19.
I got a 6.
Right.
Six.
How our
People in the ship
how our
won't have to
initiative
worry
works
about it.
is
9.
it's
Nice!
plus.
Wait, did you say people in the ship don't have to worry about it?
Well, people in the
Correct.
ship can roll, but they don't have to if they don't want to. It's if you join
Is there
combat later, that's where
blasters
you
on the
fall
ship?
in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And you guys are in the atmosphere as well.
I'm gonna start blasting.
What was the
You don't know
initiative
of it
roll
yet.
again? Like, what do I need? It's reflex.
Okay.
It's
So
your d20 roll
20
plus reflex. Yes. I'm gonna
Not your reflex roll, but the reflex category.
Uh-huh.
Oh wait,
'Cause there
I'm
is no
thinking
reflex
of the
roll.
old system. Yeah, there is no reflex roll.
It's just reflex in general.
Oh, then I did better than the 6. I have to find it here.
Gonna pull up your guys'
Hey,
Excel
at least I've
combat
got
sheet.
enough
Reflex is
initiative.
typically a 2.
Oh dang! Wow, 19, 17, 14, 9, 8, 10. Why am I at the top?
Because you're the one closest to it and running away from it.
I'm jetting away from it. Hi guys,
Uh,
welcome
Uma,
to me.
everybody
I
put
love
your rolls
causing
down.
problems like this.
17. Hold on, I'm putting in.
So, Josiah, Zach,
Entaurus.
Borak,
Nezrin.
Uther.
Wow, I
Ari,
confused yours and
Brendan.
Nezrin.
So, Entaurus, Uma, Morak, Era, Nezrin, Nissa.
Dang. This creature ain't playing around.
Oh no. If it's not playing around, it's probably higher than me.
Alright, and then Era's
Um,
roll was 10. 10. Okay, cool. I put that all down. Sort. And I'll grab these for you guys. Luca will not be in combat. I'm going to say that she ran into the ship and is just not worrying about it at this point.
And I'm just up on the platform.
That is our initiative.
Okay.
Oh dang, 23. Frick.
Yeah. All right.
I'm glad it's focused on you right now, Cap.
Okay. So it gets its first attack, which will be directly against Entaurus, who is sprinting
I
away
have
or
reaction.
flying away. You do have reaction. Roll fate. I want to see if what you had
Okay.
used technically previously would have used up your reaction. I'm gonna say probably didn't, but depending on your roll, we'll see.
12.
Yeah, you're fine.
I figured it was gonna be either or above 10. No, below 10. Yes.
Yeah. Just to
What's he doing?
specify, what's your nerve and shield?
My shield. Did I update my shield stats appropriately? I don't remember.
I don't know.
Oh wait, no, I got armor, I think, right? One sec. I could have sworn I got an upgrade of something. I don't remember though. Oh well. My shield is 15 and my nerve is 8.
Okay. Cool. And your HP is 20?
28.
28. Nice. I had it
How's your
set to 20.
HP so freaking high?
I
don't
gamed the
understand.
system.
Armor.
I chose reinforced armor because I wanted to get as safe as possible.
I mean, I'm at
Even if I don't
26
get the
currently.
best bonuses, so.
I'm at like 12.
Did you not buy
I think.
armor when we had the chance?
No, he did.
Oh, I did. We just never. I don't know how it works, so it's just sitting in my inventory.
Hang on, let me look at your thing real quick. I'll help you out there.
Thank you. All right. Yes, Entaurus. He is gonna roll for 10 damage on you. That will not break your shield. And it will not deal any damage to your shield because it's not energy. But it's going to attack one more time.
Mark 3 hybrid. What do I have? That's Entaurus. Mark 3 hybrid. Gotcha. Alright.
Alright. This time it's attacking for 19 damage.
Ooh. But that still does not break my shield.
But it does go through.
Wait. No.
It's not breaking your shield. It's not dealing any damage to your shield, but it does hit you. For 4.
Yes. Yep. Okay.
Yep, so it kind of... You're flying away as it kind of whips it out one of its tentacles and slaps your back, like your jetpack, but does nothing to you as your shield completely absorbs it. Then it whips out again. And my work phone is going off.
Can I use a reflex save?
1 second, work phone, on call, bye.
Rip.
Oh no.
IT, this is cool.
Alright, so Arthur.
Yes. I was kind of
What
looking at
type of-
what you were doing here.
So we got different resistance types. There should be a chart. Do you have the armor stat stuff?
I don't know.
Alright, let me check our resource tab real quick to see if it's there.
Okay.
Is it on armor list? I'm opening it up real quick so I can take a look. Has resistance chart. I don't care, Microsoft. Alright, so it's not in there. Give me a minute here. I need to make sure I have the right file that I find. No, I'm just gonna head to the drive real quick and find the file there. NEXUS system. System. Character? Balance. Resex suits, updated issue. I think I know someone. Open up this real quick. See if it has the resistances on here.
He lived.
Okay, I've reset the guy's password. We're good to go.
Nice.
Oh, man. He whips
On-call
you.
Must be fun.
It's not even that bad. This is like my first legitimate thing that's happened. We're good now, though.
Nice.
Password reset. We're ready. Yes, he whipped you for 4 damage to your health. That'll be technically slashing damage, just in case you have resistance to that.
Okay. No, I don't.
All right. Now it's Entaurus' action.
Okay. While I am in the air, I know I don't have any quantum at all in my system, which kind of sucks right now.
Yeah, it would be helpful. Maybe she could
So,
run ya.
in the interim, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my agility to jet closer to the shuttle.
It's just a movement. But since you're
Okay.
flying, it's double movement, so it's 60 feet, not 30.
Got it. Okay. Is there anybody who I pass along the way towards
Yes.
the shuttle?
So you see Entaurus, or no, sorry, excuse me. You see Morak as you meet him up on the pad. JT is up there as well. Uma, where are you located?
In the back of the group.
Okay, so he's kind of next to the building, and then there's
Probably closer
Nezrin,
to the
who
shuttle.
is closer to the shuttle, next to the building. And Nezrin, where would you be located?
That's a good question.
You could still be inside. You
Now,
can
how
be further
far
out.
can I go in one turn?
You can go 30 feet, unless you're flying. That's 60 feet. Or a minor action is 15 feet.
Probably. Just heading outside.
Okay, so you're just kind of making your way out. So you don't technically pass anybody along the way. You're just meeting them at the shuttle.
Okay. So I'm not gonna come across Morak or I forget.
Era. No, not Era.
Uma.
Uma.
No, Morak or Uma. Okay.
No, they're all kind of meeting and converging on that single point that you are flying towards.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my agility to get an extra boost towards that point for my first major action. Well, actually, fudge. No.
You can't use your action like that. You just have to use your
Okay.
movement, and you're already going 60 feet. So I'm gonna say that, like, you're there.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Dendron. Is he around?
Dedvin.
Dedvin.
Yeah, he's in his building still, and he just goes, "What did I tell you?" And then taps on his little screen, and all of his doors just go and shut behind all of you.
Oh, thanks so much for. I guess there's no defensive turrets. Of course. Well, at least he's safe. On the negative side, what I will proceed to do is I'm gonna.
One more major action.
Yeah. I'm gonna shoot. I don't want to shoot at it because I don't want to get it aggroed.
It's
Even
already
more.
aggroed.
I know, but it's not like we're gonna kill it because it's huge. Is there a way that I could jumpstart the engine remotely
The ship probably
for
is
the
like-
shuttle?
The shuttle's probably already coming online as JT's inside it.
Okay, that's good. Is there a way to jury rig the? I really can't think of anything I could do. I'm gonna let it pass.
You let it pass you.
No, I'm gonna move on. Next
Okay.
person.
Alright,
I'll
you
save
can
that
You can
action
save
if
that action
possible.
for later. Yes,
Yeah.
you can save one action for later. Sounds good. All right, and it goes to Uma next. Uma, you see this thing is charging at you guys.
So, what I'm gonna do... Explain combat real quick. I haven't really been in combat.
So you get 2 major actions unless you've gotten more by like blessing or other. And use a major action to attack. A minor action can be movement. A major action can be movement. Minor action is half movement. It's just kind of based on your type of action that you want to do, and I can kind of explain that to you once you tell me what action you would like to make.
Well, first, what I'm gonna do is probably shoot it in the eye and take off.
And take off?
Yeah, and get in the ship.
Okay. So we can have it be so that you use your major action, your second action to be you go inside, and then your first action will be you shoot. You can go ahead and fire. It's going to be accuracy or power. I don't quite remember which weapon you're using or what the weapon skill is.
I'm using the new sniper rifle that I got.
Okay.
Yeah, not the one I'm building. The other one.
Okay, and it has stats, right? Just making sure.
Yeah, it should be in my character.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, you can use that. You don't roll d20 with this roll. You just roll d6s. So it's going to be your accuracy plus the weapons bonus.
Okay.
I should say roll bonus.
Oh, the skill bonus?
Yes. That.
Yeah. I don't got much. I only got 2.
That's the skill bonus?
Yeah, skill bonus plus accuracy. Accuracy I have only 2, and then the bonus would have made 3, but it only rolled 1.
Okay, you only rolled a 1. But then add it to your damage.
Damage?
Yep, weapon damage. Add the roll to your damage.
Okay.
The wins.
12.
12. All right. So, yeah, you go when you fire off. You don't hit its eye, but you kind of hit the main body of it, and it scrapes through and it starts bleeding. And you deal 12 damage to it. It just seems to look angrier and just snarls even louder now. And you sprint inside the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And, all right, so that will be the actions there. It is now Morak, Mr. Bird.
Yeah, with the bird friend.
He's gripping onto you for dear life.
I'm gonna assume that he's staying with me then.
It seems that way.
I'm okay with this. Let the Protean have his rat. I will have my bird.
Four-winged bird.
As I really don't want to kill the beast, or really harm it, I'm gonna make sure everyone's in the ship before I hop on.
Okay. Yeah. Era. Well, obviously Era's on the bit. Nezrin is not made it into the ship yet. And neither has Nissa.
I'm not on the ship yet, am I?
Nissa is on the main vessel.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. Well, he's not in the shuttle.
So Nezrin is still out.
Nezrin is out, and then Entaurus is just landed next to you.
I got an idea. I got an avian friend here. Do I know where Nezrin is?
Yeah, you see that she has just exited the building right before the doors closed on you guys. Deadvin on the inside is just standing like this. He's kind of watching from the inside.
Do I have a straight shot towards Nezrin without getting intercepted by the beast?
Yeah, because the beast is coming from, like, if you're standing here, it's coming from, like, this direction, and you're seeing her here.
Well, first, I'm gonna fly back to the doorway of the building, pick up my gear, and then I'm gonna try and grab Nezrin and fly her up to the platform.
Well, you guys are already at the platform. I'd say she was just coming out at the top.
Oh, well, in that case,
So you grab your gear.
I'm gonna fly back down to the door then, grab my gear, which I never grabbed after I left,
Mm-hmm.
because I just remembered it, and then fly back up to the shuttle and make sure everyone gets inside.
Yeah, so you grab your gear and you kind of grab everybody else's gear along the way as well. It seems that Dedvin has all pushed it all back outside again, and you grab all of it. You fly up, and you make your way back to the landing platform, and are now on your way to the ship. I'm gonna say at that point, Nezrin's kind of met up to you.
All right, cool. Let's get out of here.
All right, we'll skip over Era because Era, you are not currently in this combat situation. And Nezrin, well, Era's gone as well. Nezrin, you are exiting the doorways. And the shuttle's just in front of you.
Okay.
So you'd say it's 30 feet.
Yeah. It's a good thing I remembered all that equipment.
Are you going to do anything specific?
Who?
Nezrin?
What? Did you hear what I
It's
said?
your action.
No, we didn't hear what you said at all.
Oh, you didn't hear what I said?
No.
Oh,
did you not hear
what
me?
Ari said.
No.
Yeah, we did not hear you at all.
I just. Oh no. Yeah, I just go into the shuttle, I guess, because it's right there.
Okay. Sounds good. You just sprint into the shuttle, and you're going to save your second action for later?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you sprint up inside. JT's already inside of it, and you can hear him like grabbing into the pilot seat, and he just goes, just flipping all these different switches and stuff. You hear it booting all up.
Might I suggest
Lucas-
we guide the creature away from this place?
I was planning on shooting it, but that works.
Rather keep it away from the place and not.
I will have to be right back because my computer completely froze. Like, you can hear me, but I can't click on anything.
Okay, sounds good.
Roger that. All good.
Layout may be screwed up for a moment.
That'll be fine.
It'll be all right. All right.
Just cut it out of the video.
But audio.
We make our way back up to the creature. So, the beast is still kind of plowing towards you guys. You're all now into the shuttle, and I'm gonna say that in Entaurus you've made your way inside as well because you were close enough. You can see as the shuttle starts to like lift off, the creature then reaches up and attempts to like latch itself onto the ship. I'm gonna roll for its grapple. Of which it gets nearly a perfect.
Oh yeah.
Ow.
So even a save we can roll for that?
23.
That's gonna be near impossible to beat.
So it gets a 23. This is going to be JT's flight roll.
JT, don't fail us now.
He also got... Oof, JT. 20. Non-nat. So,
Gosh.
see, he lurches it up. He's like, "Ugh!" And the whole vessel just starts to lift up and is grabbed by the landing gear. As the landing gear are trying to retract up, it's like lurched back out as the creature's now like grabbing onto it and pulling itself up as you guys are floating upwards. As it's just like attempting to. Well, that's okay. We'll leave it as is until she
She'll
comes
be
back.
right back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wrenching itself up, and it's kind of hanging and shaking. You guys can see Dedvin in the window going, as he's just like watching it go up and up and up, and he's like, "What?"
So the ship, is it actually flying up still?
Yeah, the shuttle's still ascending, but the creature's now like latching itself further and further onto the ship. You can see it like attempts to plow its tentacle through one of the
Welcome back.
glass panes of the of the window. It just goes boom. You can see the shield kind of as it does so. JT goes, how are we gonna do this? Welcome back.
By chance, could you summon your ship to tractor beam us and pull us further out of atmosphere? Possibly turn this thing into frozen squid thing?
Sure. He goes and fires up.
Do
the
we have any
communique
weapons on board the ship?
on the shuttle?
Any on board the shuttle? My apologies.
Nope.
Darn. Okay.
If you have
Hey,
anything,
so
it's just
more
like
expert
little,
thinking.
like a little electrical or like mining tools of some kind on this shuttle, but I rolled a 2, so they're pretty useless in this situation.
I mean, hey, for all we know, we could harvest this thing and have like giant squid monster thing for dinner for a while.
Hey, is it possible for me to go and grab the controls and
He's
roll my pilot?
at control. He's at the controls right now.
Yeah, JT is
He
currently
just goes,
flying us
"Get
into
on the
space."
comms."
So what did I miss?
So,
They're
We're
elevating.
flying up. Giant beast grabs onto landing gear and is flying up with us currently.
Oh no.
So,
Okay.
so right now it's
Can-
like a giant scrotum on this tiny ship.
So,
Sorry, but it's the best way to kind of explain its situation.
yeah.
anyhow, I'm gonna hit the withdraw landing gear option. That way, it's a little less easy to grab.
I mean, they were already pulling up, and so it was like trying to
Yeah.
grab onto them. So you're like bringing them back down again.
No, I'm gonna completely seal them shut.
Oh, you're just like like force
Yeah.
override landing gear.
Yep.
All right, you hear it go.
And then I'm also going to contact up front, I guess. Unfortunately.
You hail the ship. You guys are on the vessel. There's, classical music playing in the background, and you guys are just kind of chilling out up here. Both Era and Nissa roll perception.
Oh, this would be hilarious if they completely fail. I also have an idea. Is it possible that while I'm there, could I get it? Is it possible to manipulate the thrusters? That way I could start burning,
Burning it.
burning the tentacles.
No. Not in its current
No?
orientation. I've rolled.
Darn. Okay.
Rolled against it.
Darn it. Okay. Because that's what I would have also tried to do. So.
Okay. Brendan, did you roll perception as well?
I did,
Okay, cool.
but I forgot my number.
Do we know if this thing needs water to survive?
I got an 8.
8. You have not yet discovered that. All right. So Nissa, you're kind of sitting there and you're just polishing your blade that you're oh so carefully carrying about. And Uther, Nissa, or Era's,
Era.
his perception seems to be elevated right now for some reason. You've got that headache, but it doesn't really matter. You hear like a bloom 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 coming from the
It breaks
bridge.
his head. He hears it and he's like, "Dang it! Why is that going?"
Stop.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he notices, because he has a headache.
Yeah, you hear the
Wait,
sound
did
that
you
hurts
say
your
it's
head
coming
further.
from the bridge though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can I run to the bridge?
Yeah, you sprint up to the bridge and you hear bloom, 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 bloom. It's a little light flashing above what looks to be like a telephone.
I guess I pick it up.
You go, you tap the button and you hear, holy crap! And you hear like a creature
going on?
"Roar" in the background.
Sounds like you guys need some help down there, huh?
Could you see what you could do to like either mining laser this thing or something? Because we've got a giant like octopus squid thing attached to us.
Take your tractor beam and pull us up!
Wait, so you're gonna have to bear with me. You guys want me to kill this thing, or do you want me to get you guys up here?
Get us
Either
up!
or.
They should kill it.
Okay. Who's on the ship with me? Nissa?
Nissa and you.
Yes.
Okay, can I comms him and let him know?
Nissa's like right behind you. He's like in the common area behind the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you should get on the mining laser, and I'm gonna get on the tractor beam to try to pull these guys up. Apparently, there's a monster down there attacking them.
Sounds good.
Tentacles.
All right, you both jump into the pilot and co-pilot seat. Era, you jump into the pilot seat. Nissa, you jump into the co-pilot seat. Nissa, you kind of look around all the Era, you kind of look around all the controls and you realize this isn't something you're used to doing. Flying a ship.
Yeah, I don't know that I ever have.
Yeah, your character's kind of like, that button looks important, and so roll pilot. All right, wait. Are you not trying to pilot the ship, or are you just trying to use the tractor beam? Because you can zoom in on them, and they're far too far away for your tractor beam.
So they're not in range?
No, but you can see them like ascending into the clouds, and this thing just like crawling all over the ship.
All
And
right,
the vessel's
yeah, I
like
will,
starting to tilt backwards.
I think I might just fly away. I don't want to get caught up in this. I'm just kidding. I'll roll pilot.
Okay, I was gonna say, go for it.
Got
That'll
quiet
make it
there.
fun. You'll definitely.
You know, guys, have fun. Right, roll pilot.
I don't want to see any giant octopuses.
So is it a D20 plus whatever my pilot is?
Yep.
Okay.
What is your pilot?
Oof, it's 2, so I got a 9
That's actually
total.
not bad. That's base. 9. All right, you're kind of like, all right, this sounds good. And you like latch a few things into place. There's like a grinding of gears, like you forgot the clutch or something like that. And you're like, oh crap. You switch something back and the ship starts to move. Old Bessie doesn't like you very much. Here it go. And you start moving it down. All of you who are in the shuttle are just like being shaken around as this thing's just slamming its tentacles into the shuttle. It is dedicated.
I am trying to protect my avian
Wait,
friend
did we lose?
here.
Did we lose?
Zach? No.
Yeah, we lost Zach. Zach, where'd you go?
Yeah.
There he is. Cool. Yeah. You guys
Had a
are.
little lag out. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. So it's slamming itself into you. The shield seems to be busting a little bit as it just continues to bring its body up against the vessel, or against the shuttle. The shuttle shield is holding okay, but it's definitely starting to break. As you guys are being flown up into the air further, you see your vessel start to come down closer. JT goes, "Yeah, Bessie!" All right, Nissa, are you gonna man the mining laser?
Gonna have to.
All right, roll accuracy.
Imagine if he kills us.
That would be.
He just
Please
splits
don't.
the ship in half. Nice.
I'm gonna attempt to do this.
Please do. Please actually fail it. That would be fun. I want to see what would happen.
Don't
I
fail,
want to see who
please.
dies.
Oh Jesus! I got a natural 20.
Oh, dang!
Nice.
So, all right. Nissa, you're
Nice.
like, you kind of pull around. You're in your co-pilot seat, and you go bloop bloop bloop, and you lock into the mining laser. The holographic screen comes up. Whoop. You go and you see it go and like shifts around. You hear the vessel kind of move a little bit, and you just go like one little blast of energy. You just and suddenly you just see like 5 of the tentacles just fly off and start drifting down.
Ew.
The creature
Imagine the impact.
on your guys' hull just goes
Splat.
Yeah, there's this purple material that goes all across the windshield. of the
Nice. We get a new
vessel.
paint job, guys.
Nice
I like
and
it.
purple.
Do we have windshield wipers yet?
Yeah, JT flicks something and it goes. Starts smearing it all over.
So
JT, I think that
gross.
makes it worse.
I think so too. All right, Era, roll ahead
Oh
the
wait,
tractor beam.
wait! I just realized this creature also still has food in its stomach. Oh, this is gonna get fun.
Wait, what did you say, Cole?
Roll for the tractor beam. I'm just gonna have you roll an accuracy with this as well.
Oh no!
Accuracy? Okay.
Yeah. They've definitely gotten close enough. You're kind of getting closer and closer to each other in the clouds here. This thing is just up against their hull. It's now 5 of its arms have flown off.
I got a 14.
All right. Are you aiming for them or aiming for it?
Me?
Yeah. With the tractor.
With the tractor beam?
Mm-hmm.
Probably them. Right?
Okay.
I don't know why I'd
Yeah.
want to be tractor beaming the octopus guy.
Might be fun to have nice octopus for dinner.
You tractor beam the ship and start pulling it closer to you, and you bring it closer. I'll have you roll another pilot as you then try to invert your velocity and begin to ascend instead of descend.
Please do a lot better than last time.
17. I did better this
Okay.
time.
Oh,
You're kind of getting the hang of it, and you're like, and the ship starts to ascend up, and you're now past the cloud layer, and this thing's starting to move a lot slower. As you continue to ascend.
Looks
Nissa,
like we
I'll
might
have
be
you
having
roll
sushi for a while.
one last mining laser blast with an accuracy.
Sure, yeah, I'll roll one more time. I got a non-nat 21, so.
Nice. All right. You just kind of you just cut off the little remaining bits of it and just not even scraping the hull of the ship. You're a piece of cake.
You're picking
must have
Windows ship sushi chef.
ship.
It's true.
You cut off
That's right,
a
we should
couple of its
tractor beam
remaining.
the remaining arms.
You cut off remaining tentacles, and it starts to like flail around as it's trying to like hold itself on. As it's like, ah! It's screaming out, and then you guys start getting higher and higher and higher. Eventually, the atmosphere starts darkening and darkening and darkening, and you've left the atmosphere. And this thing is now like moving around very, very slightly, and then just stops moving. And you can see it slowly like. It's like a body starting to be encrusted by a thin layer of ice.
Looks like we got our dinner for the next few weeks. Months.
It might still have dinner inside of it too.
Let's not worry about that.
I'm just saying. I mean, it did eat something right before I disturbed it.
We're not gonna worry about that. We'll have to figure out how to get rid of its stomach.
All right. So do you guys bring the shuttle over? It's as tractor beamed into the hangar bay. A second tractor beam now just locked onto the octo squid.
Octa-dead.
The octo-dead. Holding it there, and you guys are brought in and the land down. The left side of your hull is just painted purple, and like large chunks are just smearing down with this ice encrusting part of it, as well as that side of the ship now just covered in ice from all of that creature blood having been
Frozen.
frozen. Yes. You guys open
I'm
up
giving-
your door, and there's some like globs of it that slap off onto the walkway.
I'm gonna look at the material, scan it, see how it's interacting with our ship's metal, because I hope it's not acidic or anything.
No, there's no acidic patterns or anything like that it's creating. It's just really
Okay.
gory. Your new little
can we, like,
your new little
move
friend
that
Knit.
into the cargo bay?
Does it smell bad?
Oh yes, 100%. Smells like.
Hey, is me as a researcher? How is my reaction toward it? Am I just like, ooh, cool, or am I just like, oh,
roll instinct save.
instinct save? Okay.
Your little bird friend Knit decides to go and like look at it a little bit, pecks at one of the large chunks, kind of shakes its head a little bit, and then flies back to you. Now with a little bit of a purple on its beak, which it then tries to wipe off.
Non-nat 20.
Okay, yeah, you're just kind of like, oh, I'm okay now. It smells like swamp and dead fish with like rotten egg.
And it's cool-ish, but weird and disgusting all at the same time.
I think
Era.
Nesrin gets sick and leaves. Goes to the bathroom.
Nesrin barfs on the floor.
I'm now gonna go over to the Squid and start investigating it.
It's still being held outside by Era. Era, what do you do with it? You've got it in a tractor beam.
Wait, I thought I was targeting them though.
You did. You brought them
Its
in and then you
remains.
grabbed it with the second one. And you're
Oh,
just
I'm
kind of
bringing it
holding
up.
it outside. You're bringing it
Oh,
up?
I'm bringing it up. Oh yeah.
Okay. You bring it in. You guys are kind of outside of the orbit at this point. So you're just holding it there with the tractor beam. And
I'm gonna check for any faint life signs on it still.
Actually, I just came up with another idea for it.
a roll scanner.
We could save some of it for food, yes. But what if we sold it?
That's what I was
wouldn't
thinking.
buy that.
That's true. We could sell it to researchers.
Yeah, or like I don't know, octopus collectors.
Or remains of it.
Part of
15
their
for
collection.
scan.
Huh?
15 for scan.
You so Era, you bring it into the the cargo bay or the hangar?
Probably with us, right?
Yeah, I'd assume
Yeah, I'll
you
bring it
it
in
into
where
the
I'm
hangar.
bringing it in with them.
Okay, you just go onto the ground and next to them, and the hangar just goes onto the floor. Just kind of stretches out. It's defrosting. It's thawing out a bit. You
I
roll
don't want to be
scan.
there.
Yeah, Nesrin has left the room. She is off to the bathroom instantly. You're just gonna you sprint off. And the
I'm
hangar
not
door
even gonna
closes
touch
behind
the
you.
floor now. I'm just gonna
Fly above it.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
In the
Did you say
interim,
we
I'm
all
getting
roll
dirty.
scan?
So you rolled a
No, that was just me.
15 scan. You
Yes.
kind of walk up to the main corpse. You roll scan. You do detect faint life signs on it, but not it. Within
Okay. I'm gonna grab my knife and cut it open.
it. Just
And now I'm flying out with my bird friend.
you're like
Exactly.
everybody else is just kind of evacuating in the room. You're just
Oh,
getting
no, I'm
down and
staying.
dirty, ripping into it. Your
Yep.
helmet comes on. It
Yep.
reads like hazmat stuff coming up to your helmet. You're just
I'm gonna do
pulling
an
open.
analysis on the hazmat.
It's just telling you like toxic
Oh, just
fumes coming out
hazardous,
of the
yeah.
interior. Yeah. As you pull it open, you notice these large spheres start to tumble out of it.
What are the spheres?
Eggs.
Wait,
Eggs.
eggs?
Are we
Hey,
about to be
perfect for
rich?
research.
Yeah, we're about
Exactly.
to be rich.
I'm gonna put these in cryo state. I'm gonna do a scan on these, see if they're genetic, if they've got similar genetics to what the bean, the
That reminds me.
octosquid is.
Can I check on the pink quantum that I put somewhere on the ship? Like,
Yeah, you've stored it in a
weeks
special
ago?
space in the cargo bay.
yeah, I want to
Yeah.
check on that.
Nat
You run
1,
and
by
start
the
checking
way.
on that. Nat 1?
Nat 1. Yeah,
For
Nat
what?
1.
Oh, for
For
checking it.
scanning to see for genetics.
You go to scan it, you just chuck your scanner away, and then you just like you look at them like, whoa, they're like this
Wait,
big
can,
around.
can I scan them?
There's like
I'm
30
gonna
of
look
them.
at the. I'm gonna now examine them.
Roll examine.
Hey, giant calamari.
Era, yes, you may examine them as well if you want to look at them.
Examine or scan?
Examine if you want to physically look at them, or
Examine?
scan if
Okay.
you want to use your technology.
I'll do scan for
Okay. Just
since JCap's gonna be doing exam.
Yeah,
I
he
got a
chucked his
14
scanner to
for
the side.
examine.
Okay. I mean, you look at them closer. There's this kind of like speck of cells in the center of it. They're black, black and purple, and the exterior has this kind of. It's like a hard jello. It's like you press on it and it squeezes.
So kind of like tadpoles.
Yeah.
Like frog eggs and whatnot. Okay.
Kind of, yes. And then you can see the exterior of it's kind of like oily, like the oil slick color. Like it's kind of like that rainbow of colors on the exterior.
Interesting.
There's like 30 of these things. And
Jeez,
Era,
30?
Yeah. Era, what did you scan?
I got 14 as
Okay,
well.
14. You'll over them. You detect a pretty close genetic match to the being or the big creature.
Sweet. Do you
Why?
tell me that?
Alright, well, they're definitely octopus eggs then.
You said there were 30 of them?
Yep.
Yep.
I say they were worth $1 million each. We'll sell them.
So,
Do they grant you like
yeah.
superpowers if you eat them?
so what kind of octopus is this again?
Octosquid.
Octosquid. So, does it do what all octopus do and take off their reproductive organ and throw it at the female? Because that's exactly what octopus do.
This is the female, so you're
yeah,
not sure.
they
Okay,
they have an
okay.
extra arm.
Arm, yeah, that they yeet like a spear.
Yeah.
I actually was not aware of those specifics.
Excellent
That is
javelin
kind of
practice.
bizarre.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
That is
oh.
fascinating from a sheer biological perspective.
Oh,
Yeah.
biological perspective, yes, it's really cool, but still, I just get a good laugh out of it. So,
Anyway, yeah.
Is there anything that I can? I'm gonna collect samples of a lot of this material that we've got,
Mhm.
run tests on it, see what I can use for it.
I want to keep one egg to be a pet.
Oh,
Things
God.
No, I refuse to
jeez.
let you do this.
I'm not keeping any because
I'm gonna do it.
this thing is a vile.
Do you see how
angry
big it
thing.
gets?
You have to
Yeah.
feed it. It'll eat you for lunch. Let me just tell you that.
It doesn't matter.
still
What
be
if
hungry.
this comes and saves our life later?
You're right, but how long would it take to possibly grow to be that big?
You'll eat the
Wait,
rat.
I'm
no.
gonna run a scan to find out how old it is.
We'll just feed it the eggs of its offsprings. We'll just breed the other ones too, and then feed
oh,
it. you
we're
know?
doing what we're doing. One of those.
Cannibalism.
No. There's a
17 for a age scan.
This
This thing is 4 years
what
old.
animal does this.
Wait, the egg or the?
The creature.
I'll just do a scan of both. Okay.
The
Whoa,
creature
that's
is 4
huge
years
then.
old, and
It
the
grows
egg
rather
itself
large in 4 years.
Is the egg itself is 1.
Wait, 1 year.
Yes.
Fascinating. Hey guys.
They grow fast.
Yeah. I'm gonna find out whether or not it's close to hatching.
Probably.
Only one way to find out.
I won't
Nat
keep
20.
one as a pet.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Cool.
You
Yep.
scan it. You detect that it is not anywhere near close to hatching. It's
Never
just
mind,
a clump
I'm
of
keeping an
cells.
egg.
It's just a clump of cells.
That's true. I'm sorry. I should
It
use my
might
brain
not
there.
even
I
be
forgot that.
fertilized.
Okay, I'm gonna go through see if there's any eggs that have been fertilized.
You individually scan each of them. I'm going to use your nat 20. None of them are.
Okay. Okay. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if there's a way to. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Well, that's a plus and a negative all at the same time.
Can I check on that pink quantum? I'm
Yes.
real curious. About that.
You kind of walk off from the hangar bay into the cargo bay, which they're connected at a point. You pull open that box where you've put it in with some basic carbon, and it is expanded to about 3 times its original size. So from about here to like here.
But I put a lot of carbon in there. How long
Yep.
has it been since I did?
Like 2 days.
Like a week. Oh,
no, it's
Oh,
not
okay.
even been that long.
something like that.
Well, I
That's
guess
true.
you bought it and then you flew.
Yeah, it was like a
Um,
week.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's consumed a larger portion. Sorry, I was only thinking it was like a couple days. I forgot that your travel was so long. Yeah, it's consumed maybe up to half of the raw carbon that you've stored in there with it. So it's about like 20 times its size in that case. You could
So
get
20 units then?
yeah, you could get 20 units of this. Technically
Can I
19
take, like-
if you want to be good about it.
Can I take 10? Like, so if I leave, say, 10 units in there, does it, like, make
Grow
the rest of
faster?
the carbon? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, then I'll take 10 units and leave 10 in there to continue growing.
Okay. Technically, what you could
Okay.
do is, if you wanted to, you could cut off the part that is not attached to any carbon, and then that will not affect the growth.
Okay, so how
It's
many
the only,
units would
only
that
the
be?
portions that are connected to the carbon count.
Are gonna keep going? Yeah. So what would you say the portion of that is
Yeah,
then?
like 15 units.
15 units? Cool. And we're leaving 5 in there to continue?
Yep.
Do I get any carbon? And do I get any quantum? Please?
Yeah, you can have 5. You can have 5 quantum.
Sweet. Thank you.
So you give him 5 of your 15.
I'm gonna
Yes.
thank him for that.
Okay.
Even though I still dislike quantum for the most part, but I know it's useful. We do need to
You
develop
never
the
know.
backstory for that.
By the
so-
way, so you guys are in the cargo bay. Entaurus, you are dripping with purple
oh,
crap.
fudge.
Your hands are just like
Stay away
covered
from
in
me.
it.
I'm gonna automatically clean myself here. I'm gonna clean up. Sorry, I should have mentioned before I entered the cargo bay,
You've cleaned up.
I was
Gone
going
through
to
hazmat.
like go and like clean everything out, including the rest of the octosquid.
Gotcha.
Of
Yeah, you kind of run
samples,
a decontamination
so-
in the hangar bay, and then you run it on yourself as well, and you're all cleaned up.
Yeah. My apologies. So
Now you're good. The eggs are then kept into secure containers, and they are frozen.
yes, and then I'm also going to gather a couple like tissue samples and then dispose of the squid unless anybody else wants it. So
I say we turn it into chapsui or save the main body and sell it to a place that can get it up into smaller pieces.
wait a sec.
This is
One
all
could sell the
We
profit.
don't
brain.
even know if it's edible.
Well,
That's why we'll test it on.
I'll eat it.
Of course you'll eat it.
What if it gives me superpowers?
Exactly.
I mean, technically you already do.
What if it gives me better superpowers?
Yeah, Deck are superpowers. They have superpowers.
But I could fly or turn invisible. That'd be pretty useful.
It's true.
Or shoot ink out of my fingertips.
You and your crazy ideas.
Rip Zach.
Zach is gone.
Just gross people out. That's your new superpower.
Welcome back.
Hey Uma, did you notice anything interesting here
About what?
about the squid?
No, my character's not interested. He doesn't eat anything. Doesn't.
Okay.
By the way, I see profit in the air.
Hey Cole.
Mhm.
Cole, when I touch the quantum, does it bring any memories?
Memories?
Yes.
Any memories you're looking for specifically?
Flashbacks.
Such as memories as to why I dislike quantum,
Yeah.
for the most part.
You can roll cognitive save.
Okay. I got a 12 on the cognitive save.
Okay. So you do grab it for a moment and you don't soak it in or anything like that. You're just kind of holding it. You do get a little bit of a flashback, not really like a repressed memory or anything like that. It's just something that you are not too keen on remembering.
Any details?
Yeah, you recall. Do you have any backstory for yourself of like siblings or anything that you've had?
My character, I don't know if he does, but at one point he did have a sibling.
Okay.
Or two.
So, we'll say you've had two brothers. And you remember
Okay.
one of your brothers actually ending up in combat with somebody who was then killed by another deck using quantum.
The brother or...
One of your brothers was killed by another deck
Okay.
who was using quantum.
Do I remember any details?
No. You were quite young.
Ah.
So you tend to stay away
Interesting.
from it by that point. But you haven't seen your older brother since then either.
Odd. Okay. I'll shake that off and push it aside.
Okay. You just kind of don't worry about that memory and you put it away. You put it away.
In the lock house for all of the rest of the memories.
Yes.
Like that.
Lock.
So, I'm gonna look up places that would buy this thing.
Okay.
Squid. For how much?
There is no market for this stuff. Like, there is unknown. This thing is
So we could
rare.
charge this as exorbitant.
Exotic.
wait. Can we visit
Exotic
Far
butters.
Side 2 and like sell them there?
That'll be another 6 hours back. Or 6 days back. Around 6 days
Okay.
back.
Sorry, that would be so much fun though if we did.
Yeah.
Any rich stations nearby? Other than the 6-day trip back.
No.
Can I actually try to eat one of the eggs? Is that
Are
a
you
bad
gonna cook
idea?
it, or are you just gonna eat it?
I would
Oh,
cook it
this-
first, just in case.
Calamari.
Don't get salmonella poisoning.
I'm a deck, bro. I put worse
Roll a
stuff in my
dice.
body on a daily basis.
They can still get
Yeah.
sick.
All
Just
right,
because you can resist
quantum.
quantum infection doesn't
No,
mean
just
you
roll a
can't
dice. Roll a dice. Like 20 is yes, you will cook it, and like 1 is no, you won't cook it. So roll
I
a
like
dice.
that.
Yes,
Okay, I like
yes. This is my favorite way of doing things. It's
Let
like,
the dice
ooh, my
decide.
stealth save the other day.
I don't remember what you
With
said,
him.
but I got a 5.
You don't.
Ooh, he wants to eat it raw.
All right, I'm eating it raw.
So you take one of them out of the container. You let it cool off as you. Are you guys on the way to the Interspace Tunnel Project, the ITP?
Yes, and I'm gonna roll a system scan once we're finished with this.
Okay. And I was gonna say that in Morak, no, there's not really any rich stations around here. There aren't hardly any stations at all. But there was a Deadvin's base, and then there's a station next to the ITP. Era, you take a firm bite out of it, and you kind of like you stomach that, and you're like, it's very chewy and gummy. Roll just a d20 to see how much you like it.
Okay. I got a
Poison for all
5 again.
eternity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not your
poison
big.
for all
It's yeah, not your taste. After you've kind of bitten into it, there's like some runny stuff coming out of it at this point. You're kind of like, ugh. And then roll a strength save.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
In the interim, I rolled a 13 for my system scan, basically seeing what's around us in space. So,
How do I do the saves again? Is it just
Same
the
way as a
D6s?
skill. No, same as a skill.
Okay.
yeah.
Yep.
Venus, the save system kind of has thrown me off a little bit.
Yeah.
So, because I keep on thinking it's only for combat.
No,
I
that's
got
a
it.
And I should
defense
play
save.
it like it's combat.
7. All right. You take 7 damage.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
This is definitely toxic.
Can I breathe underwater or something cool now, though?
No, you don't think you can breathe very well now, though.
Okay.
You kind of like.
Am I in the vicinity of this with this happening?
Yeah, are you in the mess hall?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna say
I'll
you're
say I'm
both
also
in the mess hall.
I'm
You're just kind of
gonna
watching him
say
from
I
the
told you
side.
so.
And he kind of just does. He's like.
I'm just watching
like-
with a notepad, jotting everything down.
He starts just hacking on the ground.
This is science.
How are you feeling? Are you all right? Are you experiencing any?
spit it all
I forget
out.
what the word is. Asphyxiation.
Well,
Jesus.
tastes
I'm just gonna
awful,
bombard him with questions.
and I think I might have taken some damage here.
Yeah, I
think
feel
this
it
was a
burning
venture I
going down your
lost.
esophagus.
I haven't taken damage before. How do I apply this to myself?
It will be in the little dotted section, just -7. And you have to make sure you put a -7 next to health.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Needless to say, my character's like, I'm glad I didn't try that, because I would not have tried that.
Well, I
But
kinda
it was
wanna
fun to
cook it
watch you
now.
try that.
I kind of want to cook it. Maybe it kills the toxins in it, and then it grants the superpowers.
How about we like make a simulation as to what the toxins will behave when they have heat applied to them?
Wait, is there any long-term effects to this?
No, your body's able to douse it out, especially if you like
Okay.
charge up with quantum. It's just gonna like alleviate all of those toxins from your system.
Okay.
It floods your
I'll
system
try
with
cooking it
quantum
too.
and destroys the rest.
Nice job, man.
Do you use a piece of green, pink quantum to kind of like, flush out all this junk?
Yeah, it's been a little while since I had my fix.
Do
Why
I?
not?
Do I?
Getting a little shaky.
Is there any memory that gets triggered when I see him do that?
What, charge up with quantum?
Yep, with the pink quantum, because I somehow like seem to have a connection with the pink quantum.
You just asked
Or
in
something.
general if you had a memory with quantum in general, but no,
Yeah.
no, not really. I think it was just you kind of holding the quantum that was more of the effect.
Okay.
Where would I
So-
put? Because like it would store the quantum, right? Where would I put that so that I know that it's stored
Within you?
for like combat later?
That's something you could just put like beneath your weapons or to like the left of your. Well, I guess it's not the left of your weapons, but like near your weapons somewhere.
Okay, and how many does this store? However much I want, right? Because I can either do quantum absorb or quantum.
Quantum absorb 1 or 2. Yeah, full. Either it's half or full. Let me grab up the quantum real quick.
Yeah, I'll just do the half.
Pink quantum gives 4 units.
Yeah, I'll do the half. So I have 2 stored right now.
Yep, and you are a level 4, so you can technically store more within you.
I have it written down that I can store 3 total.
Yeah, I think it used to be 2. Now you're up to 3. Yep. So yeah, you charge up with 2, just you absorb half of it. And then you actually feel your health slowly return, and you regain 2 health from charging up with that.
Cool. All right, I got that changed too.
Sweet. And now your eyes are glowing a light pink.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
Good to know. My best friend's a drug addict. Good to know.
Oh no, he is. He is. Don't worry. But
Don't worry.
He
You
does
ain't
better on drugs. He's, he drives better and fights better when he's on drugs.
Nah, I was just giving you shit, my guy.
Oh no,
The
he is
way of
actually
the
a drug
druggy
addict.
deck.
Though.
No, I know. I'm
Wow.
being an asshole. That's all.
Okay.
I'm also gonna have to give Nick the debrief of don't eat the rat.
He just kind of... He's been watching it as it, like, runs past him or something, or is, like, on Luca's shoulder. And he's just kind of, like... Just
Yeah,
kind of
it's just
chills
like-
out there again.
Yeah,
Hey, is it possible to make a toxic fume? Well, basically a toxic grenade out of it. Or
Ooh, that's a
well,
good
no,
idea.
no. I guess no. Something that'll incapacitate people out of the toxins.
It's possible.
Okay.
Do I
but as
get
you're
like
thinking about that,
immunities to the toxins?
no.
I'm
But
still
as you
thinking
guys are
about buying
going,
the thing.
you guys enter the next system, and you hear over the comms of JT stating, "All right, we've entered the next system over, and the ITP awaits."
Oh,
I want to ask Ari a question. Oh well. Just for some inter-character dialogue. It might be entertaining.
But your systems scan yields that there is a gate of some kind here. It's not really a gate though. It's like a it's newly constructed and fashioned, and it is built to sustain a portal or sustain an interspace tunnel opening that you guys can
Cool.
use. And for those of you who don't know, you won't roll knowledge for this, but interspace is kind of, so there's the multiverse is in layers, and there's different layers that you can physically fly and live within, and that's called verse space. So there's the light verse, which is where you guys are now. There's the mirror, there's the tether, and then there's Giglexion, which I want to go into. But between those are different layers as well, and interspace is that layering.
So you wanted to ask me a question?
Yes.
Zach, are you asleep? I think he's asleep. Zach, you were there?
Oh no.
Zach?
Did I hear a snore?
Yeah, I did.
I think I heard a snore too.
it sounds like
Zach.
Messiah.
Oh yeah,
Zach,
it's
you there?
a snore. It's a snore. Hey, he zonked.
He is.
I add Zachariah to the list of people who've fallen asleep during ISR.
Me?
Is this something I'm doing, or is it just people doing?
Yeah.
I guess people can do it.
No, I don't think it's anything you're doing wrong. You're fine.
As you yawn.
So I'm gonna ask Nezra.
I'm tired. Fucking leave me alone.
I get it, trust me.
Uh,
Cause I took like 2 naps today, so.
yeah, you took 2 naps. I didn't take naps.
So
I
I'm
slept
gonna
all day too.
ask Nezrin. What made her interested in joining Atlas?
I'm gonna have to cut my deal short.
Mm.
I apologize. But only reason why I have to cut it short is because one of my buddies is going through a rough time right now, and he wanted to talk to me real quick to see if making sure he's all right.
Sounds
So,
good.
I will hop off if anyone needs to control my character. JCap has all control of it if need be. But I will catch you guys next week.
Why?
See you, man.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
All right,
Yeah,
see
you
ya.
guys too.
Yeah, have a good
Bye.
one. Hopefully your friend is fine.
Same.
So I'll pray. Nice. Good save there, Cole.
Yeah.
Did it pop in the correct spots?
I think so. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
We're good.
Yeah, they're in the correct spots. Yeah.
Cool.
Milady
That
has
is
joined
very
the
easy.
call.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask
Okay.
Nezrin what her motivation was for joining Atlas.
Where are we located? Because
You guys are in the you're in
Are
the
we in, like,
system
the
where the
room?
ITP is located. Oh no, he's dying.
We are wherever the heck you want to be, because we were last in the mess hall, but we just entered the system, so it's possible that there was a time change. That we were in a slightly
No, you
different
guys
spot
were
than in the mess hall.
still in the mess hall.
Okay.
Are you okay, man? Are you dying?
okay, Torin.
I'm good. I'm good. Just choking on cracker. We're good.
I thought we were gonna have to drive down there and like give you the Heimlich or something.
Oh, that's
5
why you
hours
took me on
later.
number one. It is 7 hours if you drive fast enough. On the correct route.
Right.
I'm good now, I think.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna ask Nezrin. So, what did you think of that little adventure on the planet?
I mean, we got some good information. Wasn't really fond of the whole interaction with that squid creature that you incited.
And you're right. I wasn't terribly thrilled either. But on the plus side, we learned a lot.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
I'm not sure if it was worth it in my opinion, but that's just me.
Knowledge
Yes.
gained is knowledge learned. And it's a new
Yes.
resource, so.
You now know the eggs
just-
are toxic, and they don't
what's
grant you
fascinating
superpowers.
is
Don't eat
what's
them.
fascinating is I just did a couple tests just now, and apparently they have a toxin that can be used to incapacitate people, which is fascinating.
I said, yeah, that's. I mean, we saw Era eat it. Ugh.
Yeah, I did not understand why he decided to eat it, but I decided, hey, at least if he eats it, I'll take notes because it's fascinating. You know, you have to document everything.
Yeah, I suppose. But doesn't mean it was enjoyable by any means.
Oh, I would definitely not want to try it myself.
Mm-mm. No.
Which is why I was like, hey, if he wants to try it, he can go for it.
I think I almost gagged just watching him eat it, to be honest, because that smells so rank.
Yeah, it was not pleasant.
Honestly, I could see like Morak eating it for some reason, but not Era. But also, he's a dumbass, so.
Whoa.
I mean, you have a point, because I mean, he literally followed me and like just was blind as to whatever the heck I was up to, and he was like, "Yeah, let's go along." So sure, I can agree with that.
Yeah, I've definitely known him the longest out of the group, but that wasn't. Yeah. Anyway. What did you think of our trip down there? Do you think it was worth it?
Overall, not really. I think the experience. Oh gosh.
It's all on camera.
It's all recorded.
Zach.
He's the first official person to be recorded falling asleep.
Oh, brother.
I'm so glad I don't snore.
Alright, I'm gonna server mute him. Sorry, Zach.
Oh gosh, I'm
Just
so
to
sorry,
save
Zach.
you. Oh, brother, that's amazing.
It's kind of adorable.
I love it.
I know
Oh.
what I was about to do. Oh yeah, I remember now. I need to put Knit in as a pet.
Ooh.
Especially
So
since
your
I
little-
can understand him.
Little bird creature, just out of character. Like, what is it exactly? Because I think it glitched out at that point, and all I heard was his name.
Four-winged, four-eyed, colorful bird.
Okay.
Tropical
And it
alien
seems
bird.
to be nice, so.
He's my friend, and we can talk to each other.
Nice.
So I'm gonna hook a mic up to him.
As long as he doesn't eat the rat, I'm fine.
Oh, this might be good.
We already established that. Don't worry.
That's good.
Okay.
But overall, yeah, I agree. The trip was not worth the time. Although visiting the tunnel might be worth it, depending on how everything goes.
That could be, yeah.
The
mean, we
research
did
involved around it is complex and fascinating. If you've
Mhm.
looked at any of the papers, then I show her a couple of the fascinating papers. Because, well, that's kind of what I do as a researcher.
Yeah, I've definitely collected quite a bit of intel. But I thought the most interesting thing was that that strange device that they built the whole research lab around was the same material as that gate.
Yeah,
So
I
obviously,
actually was able to- I was able to get logs of the events that happened when they were building it. Do you want to watch them?
Sure.
Okay. Guess we'll go over to the crew lounge instead of the mess area. And, what's on them, Cole?
Okay, so you get it's like hollow images and scans of the ruin before it was built upon. It really is just a big wreckage. It looks like it either fell in or was collapsed in for whatever reason. People
Does it
seem
look like it was
on-
natural?
The structure itself.
Well, I guess yes, the structure as well as how it got like ruined. Like, was
No.
it caused by natural causes?
No, pieces of it were kind of scattered in different locations and places that they all kind of consolidated into one area eventually. But they seem to be talking about how they think it might be a control center for the ring.
Interesting.
But the obviously the control center itself is dead.
Yep. So.
But it's just like large pillars of that stone-like material. It's almost like not quite pyramid-like, but it's a it comes up in 4 different sides to a point, and then there's a flat section. There's different chunks and stuff taken out of it. You can see a recording of somebody like peeling through parts of the rubble and throwing it aside. And this is very recent, by the way. It's very, very recent. And they pull this piece of machinery out of the rubble, which is all broken apart, but it seems to be still somewhat whole. They kind of bring that out, and it seems to be the device that he was playing with in his lab.
Interesting. Upon closer inspection of the holo, do I notice any like glyphs or anything relating to any of the creators, or anything that I would recognize?
Roll perception.
Okay.
Very funny how you bring up creators and just not there.
Oh, nice. I got a non-nat 22.
Nice. You don't see anything relating to the creators, but you see some glyphs in the back of one of the scans, which you're able to zoom up on, and it looks to be kind of like hieroglyphics of a set of different of similar beings. They all look the same. One has like a big like headdress thing on them. They've kind of got their hands outstretched like this. All of them do, and they're facing something with this large, what looks to be swirl, or like it's like a tornado, but it's like a, like a vortex, like a water vortex kind of behind it, but horizontal. And you see this very geometric just object of some kind. It looks to be humanoid. You're not quite sure. It has arms and legs. Roll knowledge as you look at that, though.
Okay. I'm also going to mention this to Arya and point it out to her.
Okay, you both kind of look into it.
Nat 20 on
Era,
knowledge.
you're chugging water in the mess hall.
Do I need to roll specifics for my knowledge roll? Just in case
No,
Arya
what was your
rolls
roll again?
a higher
Sorry.
knowledge. Nat 20.
Nat 20? No. You instantly recognize that thing as the Verge.
I
Interesting.
got a 17.
Yes.
17.
I finally beat her.
Yeah, you instantly recognize this thing as the shape that you come to know as the Verge that has appeared to you. But they all seem to be worshipping it. And you both kind of get the same theme, that they're kind of praising it or whatever. But Entaurus, definitely the Verge.
I'm going to say, doesn't that look like the Verge to you? Was there a cult of time worshippers? In which case, this is an interesting place to study time.
Huh. I mean, it
do...
does.
Sorry, you?
I'm just. It's fine. Cole, were you gonna say anything?
Nope. I was waiting for you guys.
I mean, it's quite possible there were, people that interacted with the Verge beforehand and potentially worshipped it, especially if they were, they didn't have.
Especially if they were primitives, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any old ruins down on that planet that one can find more information about. But it's a swamp.
mean-
Chances are it's degraded, so.
Yeah, there could be ruins, though, potentially of a civilization. We could always ask. What's the name of the guy we went to go see?
Deadvin.
Deadravon or Deadvin.
Dedrin.
Dead
We can always ask him to look into that more as well for us.
That is true.
It's me.
He seems pretty forthcoming with any information he has.
Although he also seems to enjoy watching encounters happen.
I think he was just entertained that you didn't take his warning.
I did, but it's not my fault the tree branch slipped.
Mm.
Oh well, it is what it is. I'm sure you got a good laugh out of it, though. So on the plus side, that's that. And on the plus side, no one's damaged, no one's injured, and yeah.
This is very good. And I feel like the smell is finally going away.
Well, I mean, the
consuming
only
the
thing that
entire
we've
ship.
brought. Yeah. Fortunately, the last thing that would have any smell is in the mess room, so. Because everything else is frozen or disposed of.
Did you, out of character, did you still want me to ask answer that question you asked first?
Sure.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure if you wanted me to or not.
Because I'm curious. So.
The reason I joined Atlas, I guess.
If you'd like, I'll
I
share
had
as to why I joined High Tech.
Sure, but I don't know if I really had a choice. It was more that they came to me and recruited me, I guess you could say. They were impressed with certain skills I had, and I didn't really have any other place to go, so that's why I joined. It seemed like a smart move at the time. What about you?
There was an accident years and years ago that somehow led an individual in high tech to look at me and say, you might have potential as a researcher in the biotechnological field. And he recruited me about 5-10 years ago. So it's something fairly new. But,
what did you do before?
Prior to being in high tech, I was a university. One moment, let me think real fast.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm like struggling to stay awake, so I'm gonna head out.
All right.
Okay.
I think we're gonna end here anyway. So, yeah, sorry to
Sounds
pull
good.
that on you guys. I think you're kind of at a moment that would make sense to end anyway. So,
Yeah.
yeah. All right,
I
folks.
was happy
well,
I got a new friend.
yeah, you get a bird friend.
Nice.
Anyway, well, I hope you guys had a good session as well, and we'll see you next time.
Good night, guys. Have a good one.
Night.